Ancient India, 4th century BCE, a land of fragmented kingdoms, ripe for the rise of its first superpower. But before the famous reign of Ashoka, a foundation was laid by visionaries and warriors who changed the course of history forever. Alexander's invasion had left a power vacuum in the northwest, sparking a period of intense political shifts. How did a single empire manage to unite this vast subcontinent for the first time? This is the story of the Mauryas before the great Ashoka. We begin in a time of chaos and opportunity. To understand the Maurya rise, we must look at the era of the Mahajanapadas, the 16 great states. Dominating the east was the Nanda dynasty, known for its immense wealth and a massive centralized army. The Nandas had mastered the art of taxation, filling their treasuries with gold and silver. However, this wealth came at a cost. The Nanda rulers were seen as greedy and low-born, and their popularity was at an all-time low. Northern India was a powder keg, waiting for a spark to ignite a revolution. The people were ready for a new vision of leadership. From the shadows of the Nanda court emerged a young warrior, Chandragupta Maurya. Exiled and determined, he found an unlikely mentor in Chanakya, a brilliant Brahmin sage seeking revenge. Their alliance was one of the most significant in history. Chanakya provided the strategy, and Chandragupta provided the sword. They began by conquering the northwestern territories, building a coalition of allies. Finally, they marched on Pataliputra. In a climactic struggle, the Nanda dynasty fell, and the Maurya Empire was born in 322 BCE. A new era of centralized power had begun. Conquest was only the beginning. To maintain such a vast territory, Chanakya authored the Arthashastra, a definitive manual on statecraft. It covered everything from intelligence gathering to economic planning. The Maurya state was built on a foundation of pragmatism and order. Chanakya's system of internal security was legendary. Spies were everywhere, ensuring loyalty and preventing dissent. This intelligence network was the backbone of the empire's stability, allowing the emperor to govern even the most distant provinces with precision. Statecraft was elevated to a science, ensuring the empire's survival. The Maurya administration was a marvel of the ancient world. The empire was divided into provinces, each governed by a royal prince or a trusted official. A sophisticated bureaucracy managed taxation, agriculture, and public works. The royal road, connecting Pataliputra to the northwest, facilitated trade and rapid communication. Mauryan coinage became a standard of value, and the state-controlled mines and forests provided the resources for unprecedented expansion. This economic engine funded the largest standing army the world had ever seen, creating a period of prosperity and order across the subcontinent. The Mauryan military machine was the ultimate deterrent. With thousands of war elephants, cavalry, and a massive infantry, Chandragupta secured the borders against foreign threats. Most notably, he defeated and then negotiated with Seleucus Thammanikator, one of Alexander's successors. The resulting treaty was a masterstroke of diplomacy, bringing the Greek territories of Arachosia and Gedrosia under Mauryan control. In exchange, Chandragupta gifted Seleucus 500 war elephants, a deal that solidified Maurya power in the west and opened the doors to lasting diplomatic relations with the Hellenistic world. Chandragupta's legacy was carried forward by his son, Bindusara, known as Amitragata, or the slayer of foes. While Chandragupta founded the empire, Bindusara consolidated and expanded it. He pushed the Mauryan borders deep into the southern Deccan Plateau, bringing almost the entire Indian subcontinent under one flag. His reign was a time of continued stability and growth, maintaining the complex systems established by his father and Chanakya. By the end of his rule, the Maurya Empire was the undisputed dominant power of South Asia, a superstate that would soon pass into the hands of his son, Ashoka. The Maurya Empire was already strong, wealthy, and centralized before Ashoka ever stepped onto the throne. He did not inherit chaos. He inherited a superstate crafted through blood, strategy, and administrative brilliance. The foundation was set for the transformation that would follow. Join us in the next episode as we explore the life of Ashoka the Great, from the bloody wars of Kalinga to the path of Dhamma. Subscribe to stay tuned for the continuation of India's epic history. This superstate was ready for its most famous ruler,